Hi, I'm Gabby from X-Laser Inhalation. Today I'm walking through our Mercury basic builder on Avolites Titan. I'm going to walk through how to patch, zone, and the pieces of the basic builder itself.
We're going to hit the patch button on our Titan mobile and hit Fixtures. And we're going to type in X-Laser. And then you're going to scroll over to Mercury. And there's a couple of different options here for today. We're going to start with the master and the basic builders. So first I'm going to take my master. I'm going to select any number of however many fixtures we have. So I'm using 3 fixtures. Make sure they're on whatever address and line we want them to be on. Legend, I usually put master. And then you just hit patch Mercury. Okay, we're going to exit back out, and now we're going to select our basic builders. And you can use as many as 1 to 8 basic builders per fixture. For today, I'm running my lasers in 8 builder mode, but if you don't have the room for the addresses in your universe, etc., you can just do as few as 1 or as many as 8. So I'm going to do 8. Tell them to be builders. And hit patch. And that's it. So once you go over to your patch view, you can see all the ones we've just made. So I just did 8 basic builders for one of my masters. What I like to do generally is to pick 1 universe per laser, which in this case I did not do, but you could do your first fixture on universe 15, second fixture on 16, 17, and then your builders match the one that goes with the master. So then once we close our patch and we scroll over to our fixtures, you'll see them down in this library here, which you can then move around to make more sense for your setup. I like to group my master with its builders together next to each other so I know which master goes to which fixture. And then after that, you just kind of build some groups out like you would groups of intelligent fixtures. Okay, so first what you're going to do is you're going to select your master and you're going to want to put it in, I'm going to unfreeze them. Edit, freeze. I'm going to unfreeze the fixture. Okay, so you're going to select master mode and you're going to go down to builders enabled. This is what allows your master to talk to the rest of your builders. I'm going to bring the intensity up to full and our scale. I usually like to start these scaled way down because if you don't know your venue space very well, you may not want to start it really wide. So I usually do like something really small, like 10%. 10%. Come on. There we go. Okay, and then you're going to head over to your first builder. And you're going to go over to media selection. These are your Gobo pages. And you're going to go to optimize test pattern. And you're going to sneak the intensity up just a little bit. Okay, so we have our first box here. And it's in a very safe area at the moment. So I'm going to go back to my master, to its X and Y scale, and I'm just going to start opening up X as wide as I can go in my room, looking out for any mirror balls, cameras, anything of that nature. And then your Y is the really important one here for audiences and people's eyes. So let's see, that's about as low as I want to go in this room. So once I'm happy with that, you're going to go over to your patch, hit edit fixtures, freeze, make sure not the builder, the master, and hit freeze fixture. And now when I clear and exit my patch and turn on, and I locate my builder and I move it around, as soon as it hits that zone, it's going to blink off. So that's one side, the other side, my X, whoop, and Y. Okay, so that's how you know you've done it correctly, if you hit those edges and they blink off like that. Okay, and then you basically just rinse and repeat for your other masters. So I'm gonna go over patch, edit, freeze, unfreeze, builders enabled, scale yourself down, intensity full, exit your patch, select, and any builder, I usually do the first builder, but it doesn't really matter which builder you use. Media selection, test pattern, intensity, bring it up a little bit, there they are. And I'm also gonna turn on the other one so that I can match them together. I'll turn that down lower. Okay, and then one at a time, open our X, open our Y. That's good there. Select the other one, X, and Y. And then you can mess around with things like, as you can see, it's not super symmetrical at the moment, so you could go into your X and Y offset and shift it as well to get a really nice symmetrical spread across your rig. And that's it. Once again, you're gonna patch, edit, freeze, make sure the right ones are selected, freeze, exit your patch, and then when you select, I made a group for all my first builders, locate, move them around just to check. That looks lovely on all sides. One of my units is inverted, we can change that in the patch. But there you go. You got it. So first I'm gonna select my first builder. And your intensity parameter is exactly what you think it is. It's 0 to full, so I'm gonna turn them on. By default, the builder's home is a circle and white. We'll get into how to change those in a second. Position, just like any moving light, you've got pan and tilt. Color effects, I'm gonna come back to, but there's a bunch of macros in here. Color mix works the same as any other RGB fixture. So we've got all the colors as well as the pastels as we go through, both green. Media selection are our Gobo pages. Mercury comes with over 450 Gobos that are sorted into these various pages. So we've got our pages of circles, we've got our pages of lines, spirals and other kind of curves, triangles, etc., etc. And like we mentioned in our zoning, these test patterns are kind of just for your zoning and setup. So you can ignore the ones down here for the most part. Let's do something smaller. Cool. Scale is exactly what you'd expect. Your X scale, Y scale, as well as your Z angle rotates. You can rotate your Gobos around, and as well as setting a spin for your Gobos. Okay. Prism, we've got a number of built-in prisms. So we've got 2, 3, 4. It gets a little bit flickery the further you go, so be careful with how big your patterns are. Prism spacing is this one, so you can move them around. And then we also have these built-in motion macros. So one of my favorite things to do is do a big line with a, oh, we've got some Z rotation on. Let me change that. Here we go. Flip that back to 0. And turn off our prism. And you just put a little sine wave on it, and that's how you get a liquid sky effect. There's a bunch of other just like ramp waves. just waves in different shapes, as well as your speed control. Okay. You also have some control over scan rate to control some of that flicker effect for cameras. And now we're going to go back to my favorite part, which is color mixing. So each Mercury builder comes with 2 color parts. So your first color is like your main override color, and your second color is an accent. Now, as you can see, we don't see the second color yet, but when we go back to our main builder and select our color effects, we get gradients between our 2 selected colors. And there's a bunch of very fun ones. Some of them, labeled pre and post, relate to where your beams are in space. So your pre-effects, let me select one that's easy to see. Your pre-effects stay locked to your beam. And your post is where your beam moves through space and the color stays where it is. So it's the same effect, but one moves with your beams and one your beam moves through it. And so depending on what shapes you're doing and what effects you're running, you can do some really cool dynamic effects really easily just with these color macros. Speaking of, we're gonna do some effect engine stuff. So let me select something that's easier to see. Circle. That's a really nice little gradient. Okay, we're going to go over to shapes and effects. Select our shape generator, create. I'm gonna do a pan tilt effect. Let's do a circle. As you can see, they're moving all together. And our beam is moving through the color with our post effect. And then just like any other moving light effect, you can change your spread. There we go. Change your spread, your size, and your speed. So you can do a little searchlight. And you can layer these together, so you could do a color effect run on subfixtures. That'll run, depending on what selection you make, it'll run across the 2 color builders as well. So that's it. That's how you create effects with Mercury on Avolites Titan Mobile.
Thanks for watching. For more console tutorials like this one, head to X-Laser's YouTube channel.